Oh, thank you. Okay, so nothing much to show because it's just a no cam stream. But here's a wait. Was there always that much chat? Oh, the chat used to be hidden behind my text box. My there. This thing. There we go. Okay. Well, that's no biggie. It's just weirdly over there. Anyway, hi guys. Lovely to see you. How you doing? Happy weekend. I hope you've all been having a good November window so far. Hope you're all looking forward to your crimbos and your holidays, and hope you all had a lovely Thanksgiving. Thank you very much for popping in. I'm just gonna try to shake off the cobwebs, do a little bit of doodling and vibe. VLY, hey dudes. Suze, how are you? What are you up to? Whose dick do I have to suck for you to be able to stream more? We miss you. Oh, bless your sweetheart. Aww. I've missed you guys too. No, anyway, guys, so the game plan is actually mostly return to streaming from next week onwards. And I'm going to be streaming for most of Christmas. Ugh. Like the actual Christmas New Year's window, I'll be on Twitch for pretty much the whole thing, except for, you know, living my life. So I've had my kind of big holiday offline where I'm not plugged into anything and I'm mostly gardening, and it's been absolutely lovely. But now we need to vibe back into getting some streaming done and some artwork and some blah blah blah. So let's do some Rebecca from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Also playing Cyberpunk is amazing because I have my powerful PC. And in the world of gardening, I've discovered the worst thing ever. The worst thing ever in the world of gardening is digging up tree stumps, going out with a spade, and not even necessarily massive ones, but digging up a tree stump with a spade, and I've done 6 of them so far, is fucking grim work. It takes ages. It uses all your energy. And because you have to keep slamming the shovel into the earth to break all the small roots, every now and then you slam the shovel in and you hit a really big solid root and it like vibrates horribly all the way up your arm and through your hand. Ah, mate. I've been doing some swearing in the gardening.
Who the bloody hell is this? Mikey doesn't exist. Good to see you alive, mate.
Oh, Elemental, lovely to see you, man. How you doing? Elemental, thank you so much for the 33 months. Yeah, just warming up back into the vibe, but I'm going to be over most of Christmas. I'll be back on camera next week. I just thought I'd do a no-cam art stream so that I felt no sense of real pressure by going live and actually just doing some drawing. And then, you know, I'll just get back in the vibe. Oh, it's good to be back, Rinstant. Rinstant, thank you very much for the 16 gorgeous months of Prime. How are you doing? How you doing? Oh, thank you. I've had the same feeling when I had to dig out conifers. Fucking spading through roots is like genuine bullshit. Like, I don't know if you guys like gardening. I thought I did for a bit. I do not actually. You know, no. Let's anyway. So we're here to draw now and have fun and relax. But Jesus, Lord on Earth, I learned a whole load of things about digging up tree roots. Panam when? Ashima, I don't know. Now, don't hate me. I'm really loving playing Cyberpunk. I was never into Panam. I think it's because the game literally introduces you to her by showing you her bum. So the game's like, ooh, look how sexy she is. You like her, don't you? There you go. Look at Panam. And like, I don't like being told how to feel or what to think, or at least I don't like being aware of it. So I was like, I don't know, I'm not into her already. Like, I'll decide for myself who I fancy in the world of Cyberpunk. And then later on in the game, she gets really fucking moody with you. And it's like, yeah, she's a bit of a toxic gang member. I'm not actually feeling her. Yeah, yeah, I like Judy. Yeah, we like Judy from day one. Rinston, thank you so much. Disco Beard, thank you so much for the 10 months, man. Welcome back. How are you? Gardening in the autumn, what a numpty. Dude! So the thing is I only recently got some... I got men round. I got men with power tools. I only recently got some dudes round with loads of chainsaws to chainsaw down all the trees and shit. And so like, okay, great, I can now tackle the garden. And this is the time where you make bonfires, right? You make bonfires in autumn and bonfires in spring. So I was like, okay, let's vibe that. And I just need to uproot the root bits, chainsaw a few more areas, and then just bonfire my way through the winter. Bonfire all the way through to spring, and then lay some more grass. Hey, Empatix, how you doing? Where's your face, sir? Empatix, I'm doing a faceless stream so that it feels like a very smooth and gentle introduction back into the world of streaming. Because it's been so long since I was last on. And also, I'm probably going to be on for a large chunk of December all the way through. So a little gentle warm-up today. Just remember how to do stuff. Excuse me. And then we'll vibe into the rest of the month. Lovely to have you. But let's get the Patreon stuff out the way for this month, and then the Patreon stuff out the way for next month. Let's do that ASAP, and then we've got the freedom to do stuff. Who stole my spacebar? Hey, dude, man. Welcome back. How are you? I hope your face recovers well. Earn that December bag. Hey, thank you very much. You know, my face is beautiful, thank you. My beard's a bit long. It's trimmed, but it's really heavy. So I need to trim that off before I next do a stream. I'll bring it back down to the pencil stuff. Oh, thank you very much for the hype train, guys. You're very, very kind. So yeah, a little warm back up into stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys have been doing very well. I hope you're all having a wonderful upcoming holiday period and all a very good Thanksgiving or similar. You're getting good with a shovel in case you need to hide a body. Ah, mate.
Flashbang.
Those body hiding days are behind me. Done it, mate. Done it, mate. And they'll never find. As long as the police don't have a sniffer dog, I don't have to go for a jog. That's for warning. If police come round, I'm not bothered. If they turn up with a dog or that kind of like depth stuff they have, then I'm a bit more bothered. But it's fine. It's fine. Samurai Ashura, thank you so much, dude, for the 24 months. 2 beautiful years from one beautiful individual. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Yokai. Hi, guys. Welcome on back. Hey, Wolf Canis. The lesbian, poor Mikey. Yeah, I keep getting... Do you know what? I find... I don't know what it is, but I am actually very often attracted to lots of lesbians. And it's just like, is it the unattainability? But I often find out they're gay afterwards. And I'm just like, oh, man. Maybe I'm just really into gay girls. They've got that good... They've got that energy that I like. All right, let's start roughly sketching out Rebecca. Rebecca. So I've got a little picture of her on screen. Just down here. So in the anime, when you come across her, oh my god, I'm going to be so rusty. When you come across her, it's like she opens a door and sticks a gun in your face, right? And the camera angle is kind of like looking down on her, so that we can all sort of be like, oh look, she's super cute and small, even though she's actually like really edgy and she has a really foul mouth and stuff. And she's in her, I think she's in her 20s as a character. So, you know, we don't need to be worried about anything. But something like this, but we want more of a top of the head. There we go. Also, you'll notice, well, if you're watching this VOD on YouTube, hello, welcome. Lovely to have you. Those of you who are live will notice we're listening to aggressive rock music? Is this rock? I can't tell. Just because I've put on a random different playlist on Spotify, but we can always change it if it gets too heavy. It's just that I hadn't listened to Pantera for ages. And one of my favourite Pantera songs is like Suicide Note Part 1, I think. And then I love how it drops into Part 2, because Part 2 is like, was used a lot back when YouTube was a young machine, for anime music videos. Wait, is that AMVs? Yeah, for AMVs. And I used to love this, Fist of the North Star AMV to Suicide Note Part 2. It was all like grim and aggressive. Ah, it was so good. Shadowrun Skull and PK Dick. Critter, wait, what? Oh, I've only recently looked up what her tattoos are. Oh, yeah, it is it's like a,
Hello there.
horns, a ram's skull? A bull's skull? Also, hello, thank you very much for the follow. Hey. Heavy beard is good, though. I like heavy. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, well, I like it as well, but like, you know, You have to try to look presentable and approachable. But my cheeks are clean, and it's all trimmed around my neck and stuff, so it looks neat enough. But you know, I'll cut it back down. Eva likes me with the lighter fluff look. So what I want her tilting forward, but I want her being sassy, like ooh, so like, you know what I mean? So we're gonna slowly build up to that. Hey Reiku, how you doing, man? Guys, it's lovely to see you again. Oh, hello. Welcome back, you lovely people. Hey, do you know what? I was just thinking the other day about a quick... So basically, like... This is... So if we do Rebecca for the November Patreon stuff... I might as well give her some curves. Then that's fine, but like, I was thinking for the December stuff... I might do another Danny and Victoria. I haven't done them for ages. Devil Chan is in development hell. And then I was like, what if we tried to do like a Danny Victoria, like just another like little 2-3 page dojin where Victoria's seducing Santa Claus or something as part of her earthly research. Anyway, Elemental, how's life treating you? Oh, PK Dixon author. Critter. Right, okay. Philip K. Dick. Yeah. I don't know why, but I've never seen him called like PK Dick before. Philip K. Dick is like is how it's more commonly termed. But yeah. Philip K. Dick's like one of the granddaddies of all science fiction. Not specifically cyberpunk, but he did all the stuff with robots. Like that Will Smith movie. That detective is the right question. Where he's got the arm and he hates robots. He's a robo-racist. Oh no. That's Asimov. I'm so sorry. That's Asimov. Philip K. Dick did the other ones. The obvious one is Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? And the really wild, crazy one is Cry My Tears, The Policeman Said. That's some... Philip K. Dick shit's wild. Okay, I think I've just... I've managed to recover my wrongness there before any science fiction book people get me. For any of the Quinn's Ideas crew come creeping out the woodwork. I'm Robot, that's the movie nobody liked. Hey, I liked it. I liked it well enough. Thank you. Isn't Santa married? It's going to be tough to pull that off. Oh, she catches him out in the wild, Wolfcanis. It'll be so like, Santa's coming down a chimney doing her thing, but Victoria's waiting for him. Because in her studies of earthly things, she's been researching Christmas and Santa, and she's like, oh, space and time displacement, travelling around the world. From her perspective, she's like, you're clearly a very skilled magician. Allow me to come and take some of your magic goo to, you know, increase my own studies and powers. And then, you know, banging. then the next page is banging. Santa's like, oh, I don't know about this. And then she's like, ooh, little Santa down here doesn't seem to be too confused. And then Santa's like, I've always had a thing for my little elves. And then she's like, oh, we're nothing like those. I don't know. So, yeah, we'll work it out. We'll figure it. Okay, Rebecca, can I give her some thigh meat? What size is her vibe? And they called her Rebecca. Big guns and bigger feet. But when it comes to draw her, can we give her some thigh meat? Her toes need vibrator implants for a spirit. Are you saying that you want Rebecca from Cyberpunk to put her foot inside of you? Jesus Christ, man. It's still November, mate. It's not Christmas yet. Also, Vivacious, thank you very much for the bitties. Yes, that did still work. That was very loud in my, It was très loud. Let's move that. Let's move this. In my headset. Thank you very much. Ooh, Alice, I still need to sort out your thing. Sorry, Alice, I'm sure you did, Alice. I'm sure you messaged me back on Twitter. I've got you lined up. Alice has won a gift card. And I still need to do a big titty Rebecca Ferguson for her. But Alice won a gift card for something. And so I went on Amazon and I picked up a gift card. And it turns out Amazon no longer give gift card codes. They only give credit to a Amazon related email account. It's so fucked up. It's really shit. So I've always like ordered gift cards and sent them to my email address, opened up the gift card codes and then given the codes for the giveaways. And this time it was like, okay, you've input your email address, which is linked to an Amazon account. The only thing you can do is put the credit onto your Amazon account. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Hey Stank, how you doing? I've given up on Mikey ever posting again. Well, yeah, I post all the time. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm always posting. The Shadowrun books are pretty dope. Too bad the TTRGP takes a 30 D6s to run a single character. I remember Shadowrun as a game, possibly on the PlayStation. I think Oscar-winning plot, natural progression. Absolutely, absolutely. Ayatollah, I hope you're prepped for... Now, Ayatollah, I appreciate it, the reality is going to be no, because your life's a bit busy. But in the fantasy, I hope you're prepped, Ayatollah, for upcoming Japanese lessons that we're going to be doing all through Christmas. It's going to be amazing. The reality is no, but the fantasy is yes. Bruh, Empathics, what? What's up? Mikey's really thought out his Santa erotic fanfiction. At least you're into older men. At least you're into the older Santas. You might as well make her all booty because she's got small bitties. We have options. Your YouTube. Yeah. I gotta do that. I gotta do the YouTube. Absolutely. What I'm trying to do is like, I know these legs look like super wonky. I'm trying to capture those shapes that you're supposed to find in legs that I never do. Is that the worst thing in the world? But then if this knee's turned in, then this leg comes out, but I don't want to go weird and big. You'll notice what I'm trying to do as I'm warming up. And the fact that this is a... Oh god, I've just remembered the picture I was working on that I forgot about. We were doing problematic cell. Damn, I need to find that file. Seeing as I'm warming up as we're going through this, it means there's going to be a lot of very slow movements and erasing. If I'd warmed up first, we would have just vibed some shapes and had some fun. But it'd never really be like that. 2 years ago. Has it been 2 years since I last uploaded a video on mikeymegamega? Can't be that long. Can it? I have not missed one single stream. Nor one single upload window. Absolutely. How do hips work when you're looking down on them because they're tilted towards you? Differently. I guess thicken this bit. Anyway, like I was saying, you'll notice that I'm not zooming in whatsoever. I've got like a very small little thing up. Flipping it. Chicken flippy. But that's all. We'll worry about details later. So she's got itty bitties, you guys were saying. I mean, we can put on just some actual Pantera. But we're currently listening to a random Spotify mix. Oh, some of it's quite good. I should give this guy a little bit of tilt. So guys, what's been going on whilst I've been away? Any new anime out that's absolutely banging? Have I missed any films? I watched... Excuse me. I watched The Creator recently with the guy from Tenet, and that made me rewatch Tenet. And every time I rewatch Tenet, I understand it a little bit better. I always think Tenet's not going to be a super great time. And every time I put it on, I enjoy it way more than I think I am going to. I'm like, actually, this is a really easy to watch, enjoyable film. Now, the actual mechanics of the time shit is not easy. But in terms of like a film experience, it's super, super watchable. And I actually really like it. As long as you put the subtitles on, because you can't hear what anyone's saying. But I think it's a really good film. You missed the Nikkei anniversary. Fuck Nikkei. Sorry, guys. No, Nikkei's out, man. I think we talked about this. Like, I have left Nikkei on my desktop so that we can all look online together at the Nikkei encyclopedia to look at the hotties. But I'm not playing Nikkei anymore, man. I'm done with that. It's never ending, dude. Like, I can't. Anyway, I need to play more Genshin. Oh, I got 2B Automata, though. I got Unit 2B and then I quit. I made sure that I got that first. Let's go down here a bit more. Vincent Wells art. These gaches are aspiring all your free time. Dude, it got really bad. I was like, let's play Nikkei. I've heard about it for years. Let's give it a go. And I played it mostly on Kick for like a few weeks, and it was okay. And then it reached the bit where I was trying to get those pulls for Unit 2B for that promotion. And like, that just vexed me so much. I was like, I can't keep doing this, man. I'm clicking on everything every day just to scrounge together enough primogems to do another one pull. It was just like, oh, it's so embarrassing, man. It's like having an addiction. I was like, no, I can't keep streaming this shit, man. Oh, Fenrir, how you doing, man? Fenrir, thank you so much for my gift. Whatever it might be. Fenrir, I'm going to be on cam next week. I'm just doing a little warm-up today to get back into the swing of things. And I'm very much looking forward to opening your gift. How are you, good sir, and what are you reading? For those of you who always want to know what I'm reading, I'm currently just rereading Game of Thrones, Book 2. Which one's Book 2? Is it Storm of Swords or Clash of Kings? But I'm just back in that good stuff. Little bit of comfortable memory lane. How small are we, what direction are her limbs going in, and can I foreshorten them? Let's say that this is fine for now. Nobody double check. Oh wow, Spirits dropped a gift though. Spirits dropped a gift sub, landing on Kind Sir. Hey, thank you very much, man. Oh, so community minded. Oh. Kind Sir, go download your free artwork. Go claim your free art in Discord. Thank you very much, everybody who's been resubscribing today. It's lovely to see you. Don't forget to claim your art rewards over in Discord. Thank you so much. Have I got Snap turned on?
Very cool, way to go.
Oh shit. Hey, Intoxicated. Willity. Everyone's favourite e-girl is backstream. Fuck off. Thank you very much. How you doing? How's life at your end? Okay, look, so wait, if this part of the arm is going towards us, and this part of the arm is going away from us, so I'm allowed to foreshorten it, but I can't. Aren't both parts of the forearms? Wait a minute. Okay, maybe it's. Okay, well, let's make this smaller, and then I'll tuck it in. One sec. Let's put it over there, and we'll stick this up here. And then we'll pretend that that's completely legit. Yep, there we go. All I see are blurry lines. Yeah. So I'm not really doing a you'll notice I'm not quite doing the just hard construction method today. When I was doing the Lucy from Cyberpunk fan art for the last Patreon pack, I kind of basically did no gesture, no flow, and that was supposed to be a gesture line, by the way. Whip you, whoa, you know that stuff. I did no gesture and no flow, and I started off Lucy by just doing pure construction, which is like my fallback thing of doing stuff anyway. And I got to the point where I was like doing the color flats before I realized, oh wait, this is fine and technically works, but this looks nothing like Lucy, and it's got none of the energy or like direction of the illustration I wanted. So I drew her again way more casually and way more like anime-ish-y to get the results I wanted. So I was like, okay, today let's sketch in, but like let's just shape and erase and shape and move and erase and tuck, as opposed to hard constructioning everything, so that I've got the form and the shape and the design that I want. And then if I get desperate, I can do a construction layer afterwards to try to move things around. Zanzuki, hey, Master Frogo, hello there, good sir. Jwen, welcome on in. The way you build up the figure reminds me of those realistic, super expensive joint dolls that people paint on. Do you know what? I had some. Oh, the really expensive ones. Yeah. Back in my day, we had those wooden ones for pottery class. They were all the rage. Yeah. Do you know what? I think I've got a plastic like bodycon. I think that's what some of them are called. I don't know if mine was legit. I've got it from a million years ago, and then I never used it. I was quite tempted to get the hand version, but then I remembered I just take photos of my own hands. But some of those were pretty groovy. But yeah, that's kind of it, right? Like, when in doubt, break everything down to basic shapes. And call me Thomas, because I'm always doubting. You know what I mean? Always basic shaping. Anyway, Emma, the way you draw reminds me of deleted footage from Event Horizon. So it swings and roundabouts. No, not a bodycon. Those are reference dolls. Oh, the artworks themselves. May I show you a link? Oh, yeah. Go get involved. I'll drop you a promo. Hello, Lizard. How the devil are you doing, you gorgeous thing? There you go. Lizard, lovely to see you. Lizard, I have been away from online for absolutely ages. It's been lovely. I've been gardening. Although I've recently been doing gardening that I hate. So now I'm back to streaming. I was loving gardening. Oh, look at me. Captain Greenfingers. I'm in the garden now. I'm a garden person. I don't stream anymore. I was having a great time, Lizard. And then I reached the point where I had to start digging up tree stumps with a spade. And I suddenly realized that I fucking hate that. Digging up tree stumps and going through the roots with a spade and digging around them and trying to like inch it out and getting a little bit of rocking motion. And then you got to go in and cut the roots of a limb cutter and then, digging up stumps is the longest, hardest work in the world when it comes to gardening. So I've suddenly decided I'm not into gardening anymore, so I'm back live streaming. Lovely to be here. Hey, Bill. How you doing, man? Bill, how the devil are you? Anyway, Lizard, what are you doing at the moment? What's going on at your end? What have you been up to recently? Is this too posy? Empathics, let's have a quick look of your Pinterest. Will you do a full reread of Game of Thrones? Well, I've always wanted to. But I was gonna, oh wow, one sec. Oh, they're so skinny and gothic. Oh, those are quite cool. Are they real or are they AI? I honestly can't tell. Oh, they're pretty dope. Well, in my head, I'd planned to do a reread of Game of Thrones much later, so that the Winds of Winter would magically come out when it was time for me to catch up to it. But obviously, fantasy versus reality, right? So I'll probably be done with Game of Thrones a lot sooner than then. And then I guess back into other stuff. I can't remember what it was. Oh, that was it. I was reading book 2 of The Storm. No. What are they called? Guys, what's the name for books where there's bitches throw coins? Mistborn. I was reading book 2 of Mistborn. And I quite enjoyed it because there was like a lot of intrigue about the three armies and like who's doing what, like who's the traitor, what are they going to do with the armies, how are they going to power play the different forces off each other. So I was like, do you know what, I'm still quite enjoying Mistborn, all the characters are developing. And then it kind of got to the end and I was like, I guess that was good enough. And I started like book 3 and I lasted like half a chapter where the new emperor's just like, oh, I'm also a Mistborn now. Let's defend this village from Trollocs. And I was just like, nah, I've had enough. Like, I really wanted to like it more, but I was just like, that's it. I've hit my limit. I'm going to read Game of Thrones. I like that one. Toss a coin to your librarian. A guide to stripping. Bitches throw coins. It is The Witcher. Okay, yeah. Actually, do you know what? Okay, here's an age-old... By the way, it's lovely to see you guys again. I hope you're having a lovely Thanksgiving and or break up towards Christmas. I feel that I've covered everything for the winter. Lizard, do you know about these things? Lizard, I have a whole load of branches everywhere from everything getting cut down. Do I want to leave it and then when summer comes round, put it in a pile and burn it? Or do I want to put it in a big pile now for a bonfire and then put like a tarpaulin over it over the winter until there's dry enough weather to like burn it through winter before spring? Because like it's going to rain tomorrow. I didn't know what to do. I was trying to start a fire today and it wasn't happening. So I thought, fuck it, I'll live stream. Fawny, are you totally done with YouTube? No, not at all, Fawny, not at all. Use it as fuel. I have enough logs. This is more like branches. I'm a big log guy, but I got logs, mate. I got logs. Do you know what? Should we bring this leg? Have a little think about the weight of this. Maybe this leg's a bit more this way. And I was Mikey, we're not talking about pooping. We are talking about pooping. Let's bring this in a little bit. She's also got hair. We'll come back to that. So again, it's weird, but like I'm trying not to stress too much about these limbs being accurately perfect, and at the same time trying to turn a blind eye to their length and shape and stuff is like goes against everything. Where's the fun? When you put your hand on your hip all the way around, your little fingers on this side and your thumbs on that side. Okay. One sec. Something like that. Something like that.
Very
It's best for the critters to wait until spring. It gives them a place over winter. Okay. Well, in that case, other than the last 3 stumps that I need to take up, and a bit more chainsaw. Oh, I got a chainsaw. And other than the last 3 stumps and a bit of chainsawing, I'm going to say that I'm done for gardening for now. But I have loads of burning to do in spring. Oh, long nails. Oh, Lizard, are you doing your lizard-free stallion look? Have you got the long pointies? Click, click, click. Oh, so Lizard's TikToking now. She does lizard-free stallion mukbangs with extra long fingers. It's disgusting, but you can't pull your eyes off it. You could bundle it and sell it to a sucker for kindling. Oh, I know. But the thing is, DK Murphy's, I just want to... I mean, hey, I'd be a sucker. I have a fire stove. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got central heating. I'm not mad. But, like, I've got, like, a wood-burning stove, which is nice. But I think my chimney's a bit blocked, because the last time I tried to use it, the lounge filled with smoke. So, it's been about 3 years since then. Mostly just about clearing the garden than utilising good wood. This is the new drawer of Mikey. Oh, Fawny, no, it's just because I missed the DWMs and speed paint videos. As if YouTube doesn't like... Oh, yeah. Well, hey, basically, Fawny, what happened is I was like, okay, I need to do another tutorial this week. And I was like, oh, I never quite got around to doing it. Because it was like a follow-on from the others about the difference between high kicks and standing splits. Like, what happens in the hips. And then, like, before I knew it, a week had passed, and then a month, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm just having a little break, and I'm focusing on other stuff. So I'm been doing other things on other YouTube channels. And then, like, all of a sudden, it was coming close to a year. And I was like, oh, man, I really need to get back into making those drawing tutorials. But I don't know why, but, like, yeah, I've just had a massive break from it. But no, I'm absolutely not done. My intentions are not finished. But yeah, I've totally had a massive time. I like my times outs from everything. I'm no jazzer. I'm not going to make endless content followed by a video where I cry again to camera and tell everybody I've started a Patreon. Oh, I can't believe I have to ask you for help on Patreon. Mate, celebrate your Patreon. Stop crying. We get it. You had a shit childhood. Move on. Fucking hell. No, I'm kidding. I've just clipped my left hand so I can start playing Dave the Diver. Wait. What? Why did you have... So, when you say long nails on, are you talking about you've got, like, acrylics now? Or are you learning to play guitar? Also, Dave the Diver is amazing. Lizard! Sorry, that wasn't a monkey. Lizard! Have you done Sushi Night yet? I don't know where you are in Dave the Diver. I'm only in the early part of the game. I basically went all the way up to Sushi Night. And I was so satisfied that I was like, actually, I'm going to take a break now. Like, I really enjoyed that. And then after Sushi Night, I was like, do you know what? That's good enough. I've enjoyed Dave the Diver enough to actually stop playing it for a bit. But mate, Sushi Night was banging. Oh, Dave the Diver's a euphemism. Oh, Lizard's cut her fingers for that. Right, okay. So left hand is for you. Okay, Lizard. So right hand is for, like, you know, sipping drinks and using spoons. Left hand is for Lizard time. Got it. In Star Wars, you can see Princess Leia with a coke nail for scooping cocaine out of her pocket. I wonder if they ever remove that. Disney probably have cut her nail out in one of the digital re-edits. Oh, they were press-ons that I did for a photo shoot. Oh, hey, awesome. Can you tell us anything about the shoot? What was that for? Or is it for the other website? I don't get it. I'm drawing Charlie from Has Been Hotel. Spirit, I'm gonna have to Google that. I don't know who that is. Oh, this lady in a red suit. Oh, she's all dangerous angles. Charlie Morningstar. Oh, is she basically Satan or something? Seeing as she's got Morningstar in her name. I'm really early in the game. Ah, Lizard. Oh, it's so dope. Oh, can we get a shout out for Lizard the Tree Wizard? I assume you're streaming, Dave the Diver. I hope you are. Okay, let's save a flat copy of this, and I'll say that this is our vaguely initial Rebecca pose idea vibe. And then let's go on to a new layer. Let's make our brush a little bit smaller, but we're not doing any zooming in. And we need to work out her character design and face. She actually looks really cool when her hair's down. But I think all the known iterations involve her with her hair up. Oh god, the thing is as well is I need to blah blah blah. I need to start doing drawing tutorials. I'll do them in my own time, but I will get back to them. Don't worry. But what I'm genuinely way more interested in, I want to do more film cram stuff, which means I need to get some Dune recaps done. Dune. Before it's too late. Also, Stranger Things, maybe? Hey, Lady Zamos. How you doing, you gorgeous thing? Lovely to be back, thank you. I've had my wonderful break. Excellent bit of time off. And now here we are. Getting ready to vibe all the way through Christmas. I'm doing a little no face cam stream. Just so that there's zero pressure to warm me back up into things. But yeah, looking forward to all the fun. How have you been? Just trying to work out what kind of Rebecca-y face I'm trying to capture here. She has red eyes with yellow. I'm not super in love with her character design. I know she's like, you know, it's kind of like, fuck you society, I'm a cyberpunk person. But those red eyes with yellow, I guess it's because she's got green skin. It's like the opposite of being a Fremen. Red within red. The eyes of the Abad. It was a fun shoot I did for the other site with Instagram as well. I'm actually making use of my old dancing outfits. Oh yeah. That's probably any kind of like dancing clothing is very form-fitting. I'm sure that's ticking off a lot of people's enjoyments and fancies. Nice one. She's got these big triangle wedge eyebrows. Can I have them high up? I can't. Does she? I don't want to ruin it for anyone who's not seen it, but does Rebecca make it to the end of Cyberpunk? I remember not many characters kind of walk out from the end of that anime. But I can't quite remember who's who. I just remember it gets really grim right at the end. Did you ever do any film cram for The Expanse? No, Fenrir. In fact, we've not even finished playing The Expanse, a Telltale game. Which I think I need to I think I'm supposed to finish that because they sent me a copy. So we need to play The Expanse. I've not actually watched The Expanse. Although I have enjoyed reading it. We could do. I don't know if I'm going to find the time. June comes first. June above all, and then we'll return to it. Why do you think you get her gun in the game? Okay, all right. Conversation's over. Conversation's over. I didn't need to be reminded. Yeah, you asked. Turns out I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know the answer. Okay. We'll shape her face to make this work. Take a sip. Do you know what? I think I will with all that throat clearing lizard. What's the check? I shall. Thank you. Oh, Skiggles! Oh my god. So my gaming PC still does not have a name. We still need to find a name for it, but that thing is amazing. Playing Cyberpunk is like beautiful and gorgeous. And I've started playing Apex again, so I hope you guys all need to... I hope you're all ready emotionally to brush off all your old Apex files and start playing with me again. Yeah. No. The PC's so good. It's so good. Thank you. Yeah. It's amazing. Just being able to open a game now and vibe it. I haven't actually been playing many games. Most of my time off at the start of November was to play Spider-Man, because I wanted to have a go at just playing that offline and not streaming it and not worrying about spoilers and all that sort of stuff. So Spider-Man 2 is amazing. But stuff on a PC is mental. It's so good. I'm lurking. I'm back into my gaming. Yeah, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. I did stretch. Thank you. This was probably one of the more brutal ejections. Oh, God. What kind of name are you looking for? Do you know what? I don't know. So basically, my last PC was called the God Engine. Because it was super... Like, it's kind of been slightly downgraded now to the Good Engine. Because it's very old specs. And it started getting really badly throttled when I was trying to stream. So anything that sounds really cool and might fit in with the Megaverse, I guess. There's a little line somewhere over there, is there? We might move that eye. Okay, she's got all sorts of business. Some kind of nose. Let's give her a little grin. How big, how small? Has everybody been watching Loki season 2? Is anybody still watching any Marvel movies whatsoever, or has everyone jumped ship? Because Loki sees like, so this is all I've been doing is like playing Apex, trying to watch TV, lamenting not getting any work done, and gardening. Loki season 2 had a really, a perfectly fine, fun episode 1 to get back into it. And then it was just like treading water for the entire season. And I didn't really know what the stakes were. I didn't really know why anyone still cared about anything after what happened in season 1. And then the very end of the last episode was really, really fucking good. I was like, oh, right, okay, so this is why I'm watching season 2. The whole point of Loki season 2 was for one thing to basically happen. And it's like, I get why they say it's 2 halves of a single book, the 2 seasons. But if it's 2 halves of a single book, then that book is basically Hyperion. In that part 1 is like really engaging. And in part 2, you realise that the author has no idea what to do with all of the characters that are still on the planet. they just sit around in the sand, fucking 400 pages. We love the good engine. The good engine is great. No, Disco. You're not allowed to help. You guys are coming up with terrible names. I was hoping none of the same people were here. You came up with terrible names, most of you, last time, so I stopped asking. Okay, Rebecca face. Coming in, anime face. A little bit cheek. This random shape that I've put in kind of does the job, actually. Can I just follow this all the way around? One sec. Does she have a chin? Yeah, she does. Yeah, it probably doesn't have to be quite so big. I haven't watched anything since Endgame. Really, Spirit? You've done well. I was talking with someone the other day about Kang and the whole multiverse stuff at the moment, and we basically just came out with a far superior way to do Phase 5 from what they've been doing so far. We actually basically solved the problem. But no one's going to pay me for my knowledge. You call your PC the Hive? Oh, is it networked? Dusk locked. You've been hanging out with friends, gone on dates. No, I'm a complete shut-in, man. I've been gardening. My friends are the birds and the bees. And my dates are the moments with a shovel under a willow tree. Hey, Wing Zero. Hey, there, man. Haven't looked at anything Phase 4. You're on the fence of even getting remotely invested. Yeah, I don't blame you. I posted what I was drawing in Safe for Work Art. Ooh, I'll have a look in a bit. We're lucky now that it's all streaming. Otherwise, they would have never been able to come at it with variant DVD covers. Variant DVD covers? Oh, come out with. They're at it again. So I do like that the streaming format has allowed them to pursue smaller ideas, or at least more curious things, for sure. As in, I like that it's given them the ability to do that. But much like how I like that Americans have the ability to defend themselves with guns, the actual practice has been a bit more problematic. And so I've not really loved a lot of that stuff. Like, I only realised the other day that it was COVID reshuffled which Phase 4 stuff came out, in what order. Like, WandaVision wasn't supposed to be the first thing. But I thought that they'd done it all on purpose, so that it was like a really wild, intriguing look into what could be in terms of multiple realities. I thought it was our warm-up show to start to get into it. Back then I was a bit more hopeful. Okay, these Rebecca eyes still don't massively look like Rebecca's eyes, but this is mostly about just placing stuff more than worrying about stuff. Actually, maybe a little bit closer together. Also, oh, she's got zigzag stuff going on. But Marvel's starting to stumble now, according to articles that I'm seeing on Twitter, in that they're losing their Kang confidence. Kang was not delivered the way he should have been. The Mega Mainframe. No, that was shit. Yeah, too much, too quickly. Absolutely. Everyone got, like, nobody, there was nothing to look forward to in Marvel because it was constantly coming out, if that makes sense. With Kang, number one of the most dangerous ones was Kang the Conqueror, right? That Ant-Man defeated. And he, much like He Who Remains, was one of the Kangs that didn't want to unify, but wanted to, like, destroy all his other variants. And he was the one of a super powerful suit, right? Like, who's the Iron Doctor from Fantastic Four? And so, like, bringing one of the most interesting ones in, and he was the best part of the Ant-Man movie, all his, like, soft malaise when he was talking about where he'd come from and stuff to Sharon Stone. Dr. Doom, yeah. That was all fascinating as a character. So losing that particular one kind of sucked. Like, Victor Timely's alright, and He Who Remains is great for Loki. But what they should have done, if the whole point was that thanks to season 1 of Loki, the multiverse had come back into effect, and the Kangs were back out there in the Kang continuum, instead of just being like, okay, well, we're going to introduce Kang every now and then. Here's Kang in a multiverse. Here's Kang in an Ant-Man movie. Here's a Kang in Loki. We've done all of that. We've done the entire Marvel franchise where blah, blah film, blah, blah villain. What they should have done, and this is half of my idea. I solidified this idea of someone else in a very thorough conversation. Half of the input was me. But what they should have done for Kang... is Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah, sorry. What they should have done for Kang is at the end of phase 4, we have the end of Loki season 1, where he opens up the multiverse. And then in the very beginning of phase 5, what they should have done is Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 5, Dawn. They should have started. Hey, Ms. KTV, lovely to see you. I've missed you too. They should have started phase 5 of the multiverse in a blah, blah, blah movie where just randomly Kang is one of the Avengers and everybody's acting as if he was always there, as if it was completely normal that Buffy has a younger sister, to the point where the only people who are realizing that something's a bit off are us, the audience. And they just roll with that and don't say a word. Like one of the Spider-Man movies, you notice that President Kang is on a poster in the background. Like, nobody mentions it, but it's just a whole load of nods that Kang exists and that everybody just accepts that he's always been there. So that only us, the audience, are like, wait, something's off. And only the, like, Ant-Man stuff or the Loki stuff or the Doctor... oh, fucking hell. Doctor Strange, fucking hell. Only those three with their particular universes or insight into multiverse stuff would be the films where they actually start to realize that something's wrong and that Kang hasn't always been there in our lives, and like build it up from that so that we've got this completely new approach across the films and the multiverse. Like, obviously everyone's got their independent films, you know. Young Hawkeye's busy learning the spirit of Christmas, and the old guy and the green aliens are still trying to see if anybody cares about them whatsoever. But just in the background of those series, there'll just be a little Kang poster here and there. Do you know what? Poor Mrs. Who's Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones? Emilia Clarke. Poor Emilia Clarke. I love Emilia Clarke. I think she is a beautiful human being who really gives off the vibe that she cares about stuff and she's just here to have a good time and she doesn't take anything too seriously, and she's just trying to see what's out there. Good old Emilia Clarke. The problem is that, like, if Emilia Clarke is in a project, that project is probably garbage. And I feel so bad for her. I really want to see Emilia Clarke do well in something that doesn't fucking suck. She deserves it, man. But the problem is like, she's very much a famous face to put in your movie when you're thinking about putting a famous person in instead of thinking about putting the right person for the right role in. Oh, Jwen.
Way to go.
Yippee.
Oh, Jwen, thank you very much. Wow, welcome. Screw them ads. Screw them ads, Jwen. Now you just get the Mikey ads, where I read out advertising personally. Okay, right, I need to think about what's going on with this hair. So it's like center parted and pulled back on both sides. Deus Ex Machina. Now, I'm not against that. However, this gaming PC is like untouched with filth. That's the rule. Seeing as it's like my streaming gaming PC, there's no naughtiness whatsoever. It's overpowered and underutilized. It's literally got one folder, and that folder is full of Steam games, and that's all it does. It's like my precious, unviolated, high-powered, water-cooled baby. I'm tempted to get an iPad Pro. Get back into drawing. On an iPad? Why, Miss KTB? Are you mostly just virtual realitying yourself? What are you going to draw? Another OC? We get it. Orange hair, big tits. We get it. Also, she has a hairband which has stuff coming off of it. So let's see how we go. I use an iPad for class, but I don't like drawing on it. For class? Oh, sweet. Mary Machina. Call it Mary. I'm not against that. This one's a God Engine and this one's Mary. Hail Mary Machina. Hey, maybe I do like that. Are these the correct shapes? Do we have anything that's a bit more plucky? Got any like mustard on? Actually, do you know what? I'm going to put on Suicide Note. This playlist is from Suicide Note Part 2, but it doesn't actually include Suicide Note in there. One sec. Pantera. One sec. It's got restarted, so it's on the right list. Voice takes me back. That's part 2. In case you're getting. I'm just giving you a quick look into the future. But firstly, you got to listen to part 1. Like, it's scaring the children. What? That's my Pantera sing along. Man, you guys don't know good music anymore. 45 long slide with laser targeting. Hey, you really know your guns. Anything else? Phased plasma rifle in the 40-watt range. Hey, just what you see, pal. Uzi 9mm. Hey, any one of these will do for home defense. What's it gonna be? All. Heh, I might just close early. There's a waiting period on handguns, but the rifles you can take straight away. Hey, you can't do that. Wrong. They don't have any idea what I'm talking about. Wrong. Schizophrenic old man. It is the Terminator. Thank you, Winston. Thank you. Pretty Reckless. I don't know them. I actually don't know a huge amount of like aggressive rock stuff. I like what I know, but I never went deep into it. So like, I like Pantera, or some of it, Arcturus, Opeth, but I don't know huge, like Mastodon. I don't know huge amounts of other stuff, but there's so much out there where I just hear a song and it's insanely good. Shall I lower these eyes? And she's got two big, like, Sailor Moon things of hair, right? Mikey, what's your thoughts on a One Punch Man manga recently? Cosmic, what an excellent question. I am not familiar with where it recently is up to. I read up to the end of the fight with Devilman, where he learns the teleportation techniques after he's become cosmically affected by the anti-god. And so I've seen the fight where they basically fight all the way up to one of the moons of Jupiter and back. But I've not been any more recent than that. But my overall feeling of that is that One Punch Man is one of the best mangas available out there to consume. Is it Hirata Yusuke? His artwork is fantastic, and the manga still makes me snort and laugh every now and then. This is it. I feel bad for anyone listening on YouTube. They'll have no idea what's going on. Okay, now listen to this and imagine Fist of the North Star on top of it. Just loads of like Fist of the North Star, people's heads exploding, blood everywhere, high-speed punching, grappling, buildings falling over, end of the world shit. Yusuke Murata, thank you, thank you. Bill Nash has dropped a gift sub to Lady Zamos, thank you, man.
Very cool, way to go.
Thank you so much. She's got these big open eyes. Maybe a slightly slimmer, longer face. Oh dear. I'll play around with it some more in a minute. It might be that I've made her a little bit too wide in the face overall. Don't send Mikey any music recommendations or you'll mercilessly cut down your music. No. I just think some stuff is great on recommendation, but there's a time and a place. I can't even remember what it was, Fenrir, that you sent, but it was like, you said like grandpa music or something. You sent like some kind of folk tune over. It's like a dream being away for so long, you have to rebuild the kingdom. It kind of is, it's like the never-ending story part 2. That's alright, that's my fault. That's the price you pay for being away, but it's a price I gladly pay for the sake of not being tied to anything. But yes, I have much to do now, much to rebuild in the Megaverse. And we'll do it together. You guys have to name my city. All that's left is a single grain of sand. Did she have like a sideways bra? And then like some highs that go really low? Banger of a tune. Shall I put on something else now? Ozymandias. You've liked everything I've ever recommended to you. Alright, Dusk, what have you currently got lined up then in your suggestions box? AMVs in their heyday were quite something. They used to be amazing, man. That was the only thing I opened YouTube back then to watch AMVs and this brand new series called Epic Rap Battles of History. You probably never heard of it. That was the newest thing on the block. Those were good days. I don't have any voice left. They scream in a different part of their mouth, apparently, or a different part of their throat. They scream not from the bit where we scream from. Nisart, I do. How you doing, man? We have the super powerful new machine. Still looking for a name. Oh, she's got a jacket. Oh, it's a massive jacket. I don't know if I'm going to draw all of it. I'll lose too much of her body shape if I have everything. Oh, it's got big chunky glowing bits. I don't want to cover up her hair. Let's go up here. Actually, let's bring that back down. That collar still wants to come around. Grim Salvo. It's rap, metal, rock, experimental. Oh dear. Sad to see ERB dying such a slow death. Are they dying a slow death? I just thought they didn't really do anything anymore. They every now and then do like 1 or 2 things maybe? But they're no longer trying to... Like, they've all semi-retired, I thought. Nice Peter and... Wow, I can't believe I remember their names. Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd. Yeah. Hey, Fun Girl. Yeah, it was from a different time of YouTube. Back when we appreciated that sort of content. Okay. So this looks like garbage. Can't wait to scrap it offline. Let's save a flat copy. Grim Salvo. Grim Salvo. See, when you say rap along with metal and rock experimental, what you remind me of is you give me a shudder. You make me think of the year 2000. Tom Cruise has just finished working on his brand new movie. It's called Mission Impossible 2. And we've all just watched The Matrix. And so in the year 2000, it was like the height of all that 90s cool guy energy was squeezed together into Limp Bizkit. Where's Limp Bizkit? This is what I think of when you tell me rap meets rock and metal. Limp Bizkit with a K, right? Mission Impossible. Was it like I Know Why You Want to Hate Me or something? Wait, let me look for Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack. MI2. Yeah, one sec. So this is what Dusklocked is recommending. Is this it? So, okay, yeah, so this is Dusklocked recommendation, everybody. This is what they're saying is the coolest new thing. Okay, I don't want to sound like I'm doubling back on myself, but now that I'm listening to it, I'm already remembering I like it. This is what the kids are into. John Woo. Let's make a John Woo movie. Let's make a Mission Impossible John Woo movie. What could go wrong? Spoiler alert. That film involves a rock climbing scene. 45 minutes of flamenco slow motion spinning camera. And then a bit at the end where a guy goes, Oh, you cut off my finger. The tip of my finger brick. And then a motorbike flying kung fu motorbike fight. Oh, I need to rewatch that actually. The Judgment Night soundtrack. Let me send you a link. Dusklocked, I'll give you a permit. Is her hairline too high? Just imagine it now. Every shot of Tom Cruise contractually obliged to include his haircut. Oh, you missed a permit. I get you. Try again, dude. I hate that I don't like rock or metal at all. So many people love it. Yeah, I think I was too much into the punk ska side of things when I was growing up. I like plenty, but I'm not deep into it. I was like a big Radiohead kid. There was nothing cooler at the time of this coming out. They even put Anthony Hopkins in it, which is just utterly unnecessary casting. Oh, Crimson, thank you very much for the 21 months. Yo. Did Mikey comment on my drawing? No, Spiro, I'll have a look later. Hey, Prab. Dusklocked. What is this? Right click. What I'll do, Spirit, is I'm going to make a cup of tea in a minute. I'll have a look then. I'll open up... Yeah, Jesus, loud! I'll have a look in Discord then. Oh, dude, you're going to get... I can't, Grim Salvo, Walt Disney. I can't open this in YouTube. Because the audio gets recorded. I have to open it in Spotify, which not a problem at all. I'm just explaining why I'm stopping. I have to open it in Spotify because that doesn't get the audio doesn't get saved. Walt Disney Wormdog. Wait, is that the name of an album or a track? Oh, I might have fucked it up. Sorry, one sec. How about now? Yeah, I fucked it up. None of those are what we were just listening to. One sec. Yeah, Spotify. Yeah, Walt Disney Wormdog. Okay, maybe that's the name of the song. One sec, I'm gonna give that another search. I'm so smooth with the technology. You guys are just like, what happened to Limp Bizkit? Here we go. I don't why you wanna hate me. 'Cause hate is all I ever feel lately. I'm trying to imagine Tom Cruise to this song. Oh wow, Tom Cruise got that funk. Okay. Shit. Alright. Sounding alright, isn't it? Do you know what? We're gonna put this and this. Move both these up. I'm still not catching her face shape at all. She's more like this. And I'm very much like this right now. Okay, I quite like that, Dusk. The 2000s were a very, very specific time. Like, the flavor and style was so only appropriate for such a small window of time, but it was such an intense window of time, if that makes any sense. Like, that 90s, 2000s cool, that post-Matrix coolness was, like, so intensely cool, and it had such an incredibly short shelf life. God, they sound like Leglock. If Leglock, if all those guys did like cocaine instead of drinking beer and getting high. The 2000s are coming back strong. Don't say that. That's what happens in Tenet. I remember the kids talking at school. There's like 10 people in the world that truly understand the Matrix. Like, the context of the meaning of the Matrix was really interesting because it changed the more you found out about the Wachowskis, right? But yeah, like, I had to learn to let my love of the Matrix go, along with my mum's big black jacket. Although I did like the last Matrix movie, not as a film, but as an insight into purposefully sabotaging a studio project while still getting it greenlit by the studio at the same time. The Matrix 4 is not a particularly good film, but it is an amazing meta on the fact that it has to exist. The noughties of the new 80s. Fenrir, I don't like sentences like that because they point out how old I am. I'm still one of those people who think the 70s happened 30 years ago.
Very cool, way to go.
Oh, you know the 90s? Yeah, about 10 years ago. 15 years ago, the 90s. Star Trek TNG was on BBC Two. No, Mikey, it doesn't work like that. Yes, it does. Shut up. Hey, Toby. How you doing, man? Toby! 42 months! Toby, lovely to see you. Welcome back, man. Where have you been, Toby? I've been streaming every single day for the last month, and I've not seen you once. How's life at home? Tubemeister. How's Famlam? Actually, every now and then I see Toby in a Kitty Ra stream, because Toby's got good taste like me. We're both Kitty Ra fanboys. Do you know what this kind of reminds me of? Talking about going back a bit, this feels like the kind of track that could have been on the Spawn soundtrack. Does anybody remember the soundtrack for the Spawn film? I think it had like Wait and Bleed on there, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe not, maybe not. This hairline's wrong as well. I'm still kind of tempted to just do her with her hair down, because I also like that look quite a lot. What do you think of Grim Salvo? 1.5 songs deep. They're okay. 1.5 deep, it's okay. I do like that they've all got very distinct voices with their rap style. It's no Zach Sherwin. It's pretty good. You get a pass. Dusk, you will not be banned yet. You can recommend songs, but if I don't like them, we ban you from the stream. So far, you're still here, but it's still early probation, mate. Do you know what I mean? I won't start celebrating yet. How big do I make the bits coming out her hair? They're not quite Sailor Moon large, are they?
Very cool, way to go.
For sure.
Welcome back, Mikey. Any games on the horizon catching your eye?
Hey, perfectly average guy. Hey, thank you very much for the welcome. Dude, all of them, all of them. I now have a powerful gaming PC. I am on a 2 PC setup. Although I have not been live streaming, I am now officially a gaming live streamer. I have all the juice to put anything in my caboose. So, yeah, we're going to be gaming through Christmas. Now, we need to get the drawing done, obviously. But I'm going to be online for most of the Christmas New Year's window, that little crossover section, like I usually am. Waiting for Tekken 8. We've got Apex. New Game Plus on Spider-Man 2. And I've got all the I've got some stuff plugged in. Wait a minute, let me pause the recording. Actually, no, basically what I was going to try to do is bring up my other computer screen, but it's too much hassle. But basically I've got loads of games. We have to do Near Automata, Senua's Sacrifice, and many other great games. So I actually can't quite remember what's on there. I've mostly been playing Apex. Is that what it streams in 1440? Oh, that's to do with, yeah, so my because I've got a 2K monitor, OBS records to that format. And basically I used to downscale it to 1080, and I stopped doing any downscaling to see if that made OBS run a bit more smoothly before I had two PCs. Back when we were still doing troubleshooting every single time I got a game. The reason why I've left it in 1440 now is because when I export everything to YouTube, it just means it will last a tiny bit longer. As YouTube slowly downgrades all their videos every decade or so. But I can put it back to 1080. It doesn't have to be 1440 because I'm still doing everything manually. I don't know if Restream will stream in 2K or if it's limited to 1080 on a free account. But I think Twitch changed their T's and C's so that we can now, even if you're partnered, I think I can duo stream. So I'll probably try to do a lot more streams, both on here and on YouTube at the same time. I think that's what they said they were. I think that's what the news was. I remember that there was some good news, but I can't quite remember what it was. It was probably that. But if a 1440p is too annoying, you should be able to drop it to 720. But if you guys prefer, like, if this is actually not a good viewing experience for you, and it makes your life so much easier for me just to be in 1080, we'll go back to 1080. I don't mind. There was a reason for it, but it's not like a desperate reason anymore. Oh, Spotify link. Oh, Dust Clocked. You do spoil me. I'm using now. I hate to be a hate to be a pain in the ass. I'm using the Spotify desktop app. I'm not sure if that link will work. I'm gonna give it a go. Dusklord trying his best to be accommodating, and I'm still complaining. If I open this in a new window, oh, here we go. Open Spotify. What happens? Kim Petras. Oh, she's very pretty. Is this what we're listening to? Turn off the light. Oh. Dusklord being DJ for the evening. That's what they said at TwitchCon. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so we'll do some more stuff live on YouTube. Oh, but it means I can't play music when we do that. We'll do some stuff live on Kick and YouTube together. It'll be great. It'll be great. We'll have a lot of fun. Oh, perfectly average. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. 1440 is good for you people. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, guys. Okay, guys. Basically, me and Ayatollah are going to Japan next year, and it's fucking awesome. So what we're going to do on Sundays is we're going to be doing our Sundays into Christmas. And it basically means in the very beginning of the day, we'll have to do a tiny bit of Japanese work. It's mostly just going to be learning hiragana and katakana for the moment. But then I'll move over to Lego because I'm still I'm still halfway through my Batman Lego. But what we'll do is we'll put on movies all day long. So we'll put on like a whole load of series, and we'll play the series all day whilst I do Lego. So I want to do like the Die Hard trilogy and the Terminator duology and obviously Lord of the Rings and shit like that. So study Sundays followed by Lego Sunday Film Fun Day. I desperately want to do a joke, but I won't. Oh, Spirit. Go on, Spirit. You've whetted our whistles now. I'm surprised you haven't had commitment issues over your Japan trip. Mate, I tried to back out of it like 3 or 4 times just to get Ayatollah to stop texting me. Ayatollah would be like, hey, I'm really looking forward to this. Here's some ideas. And I'd read his messages and I'd be like, oh my god, too much. Not reading all that. Cancelled, mate. Cancelled. Cancelled. But no, he persevered and now I'm really excited to be doing it. You do know they raised the age of consent in Japan? Wait, from what to what? Actually, do you know what? I hate having conversations about the age of consent. Because, like, not because, Your Honor, but because, like, it's just like, it always sets a really weird tone for the stream. All because of that one game match. Wait, what happened? Crazy that the hotel is exclusively in my name. It's gonna be big. This is okay, but it's... Number one, I don't remember this song in the There Will Be Blood soundtrack. Was it the Coen brothers? Who did There Will Be Blood? I don't remember this song. I take a milkshake. I take a milkshake. I've abandoned my child. There will be blood. Ooh. Oh, it's about her period. Oh. Wait, the age of consent in Japan is 18. Oh, wow. That's like America, right? Yeah, good for them, whatever. I don't care. I'm nowhere near 18. It's no longer a concern for me. I'm not 100% looking at the fine details of this jacket. I'm vaguely aware it's got like a couple glowing circles on it somewhere around here. I'm happy to take liberties of outfits. But I'll probably have to come back to the face again in a minute. It's 16. 16's fucked up as well. 16's the age of consent here in England. But I think it's because, like, I mean, bear in mind, nobody's thinking, oh good, 16's the age of consent. That means, you know, I'm like in my late 30s, coming up to 40 soon. Let's get a 16-year-old girlfriend. I think the whole point of it is that it might as well be 16 because 16-year-olds are experimenting anyway. Do you know what I mean? You can make the age of consent 18 in England, but 16-year-old kids are still doing stuff, if that makes sense. So it's just like, I think the attitude is you're better off educating them instead of banning them. But, you know, we all live in reality. Nobody my age is trying to actually date it. Well, mostly nobody my age is trying to date a 16-year-old just because the age of consent is 16. You'll still get your house burnt down. But it's like, are you going to say something's illegal, or are you just going to try to educate people so that they don't get pregnant? Yeah, the age of consent's made so it's allowed for adults to abuse them. Yeah, but I think the counter argument is that the types of adults that are going to take advantage of that or abuse kids are abusers. Do you know what I mean? They're not following the law anyway. I've not been here for a long time. Is there still a white piano in the garage? Wow! Wow! Filderay. Right, so number one, it's not white. It's coloured like IKEA furniture. That kind of brownish, light brown wood. Number two, it's not in the garage. But it is covered in dust and grime because it doesn't have a keyboard cover. Wow, coming in swinging strong. Come on now, let's talk about Toya. Yeah. Anyway, what the problem is, look, don't hate me. But like shortly after I got it, I realized it's going to get dirty, and I didn't love the keys because they were really plasticky and they got really stiff. So I actually saved up and I bought another piano. So now there's a piano here in the studio. I'll show you when I'm on camera next week. And that's for one that we talk about. But yeah, there is another one, like an unloved child in the cellar. But we have to hide it when the neighbour's around. Did you learn to play anything? Look. Look, Phil Dare, you can't be one of those old school pianist fanboys. Ooh, a musical instrument. What can you play on the instrument? They're not all meant for playing. Okay, some of these things are meant for having. I play it with my soul, and I play it with my heart, and I play it with my imagination with my eyes closed. But when it comes to actually sitting down and pressing on the keys, that's very mid-2000s of you, okay? I don't think inside of those boxes anymore. That was all my YouTube money disappeared on that. You'll notice I haven't bought anything ever since, and I'm digging up tree stumps with a shovel in my spare time now. I spent all my money on a piano. I don't believe the age of consent should be for people in their 30s. Yeah, like so like wait, if you're still talking about the age of consent being 16, I'm not against the idea that like maybe you want to have a caveat where it's like the age of consent is 16 for anyone who's like under 18 or like under, I don't know, even 20 is a bit dodgy, isn't it? So like that's probably not a bad way to do it, right? The age of consent is 16. It's better to educate them because they're going to be doing it anyway. But the caveat is that that's the age of consent as long as you're under 18. Or like a rolling 2-year window or something. I don't know. As Mikey's solicitor, I must advise this. Yeah, can you drop me an exclamation mark disclaimer real quick? Just before somebody starts checking my internet history. As a law student, I highly recommend this topic just then. All right. What? Oh wait, just to be clear, we're just talking about the. This is hey. I started by saying let's not have a conversation about the age of consent because it always sets a really weird vibe. And then you guys started having a conversation anyway. I'm the victim. Anyway, long story short, protect children until they reach that age where they're annoying. And then fuck them. But not literally. Children are precious and must be protected right up until that point where they're not. And then I can't fucking stand them. Okay, well this track's good. I like this. I like anything with interesting electronic coming in. CMB, nice to see you, bro. How you doing, man? See, this I think I quite like. If this hand's going all the way back to the hip, it's pulling the jacket back, right? Should I just have like the rest of it like puffing back forward like that? No. Oh, should I flare it out back up here? For no reason. Everyone likes flared jackets. But I want to show the hair curling. Wait, what's she saying? Daishoku, hey, how you doing, dude? Good evening. Now, let me tell you that American tax law is the actual worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know, dude, have you ever tried digging up tree stumps with an old spade? American tax laws suck. But have you ever tried to, like, smash a spade into the floor next to a tree because you want to cut through the roots, but you hit a really thick root, and the vibration goes up the spade into the bones in your hand and makes your hand ache? And the whole time you're doing it, by the way, you're right next to the fucking branches of the bush behind you. So there's constantly, like, half-cut twigs grabbing your hair and poking you in the back of your head whilst you're trying to go round the stump with the spade. Like, American tax laws suck. But I've been learning a lot about the world recently whilst I've been offline. I was offline for ages and I was like, I fucking love gardening. I'm going to go out in the garden, even if the weather's bad, instead of being sat in this chair on the internet. I'm older now. Maybe I like gardening. Until I had to start clearing those stumps. Now I fucking hate gardening, and I'm back streaming again. I don't want to fucking look at my garden anymore, not after the last few days. Streaming all Christmas now. You ever tried oiling a chainsaw and cutting a 6-foot pine? Oh, you've done it. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, Alistair. Yeah, it's a fucker. Bro, I just bought a jacket similar to what you're drawing. Oh, Dusk. Oh, you got one of those big kind of floppy Matrix jackets, Dusk, whilst listening to 2000s rap hip-hop music. Dusklocked, you're not going to set off a machine gun in a cinema, are you? I think the police keep an eye out for people like you now. Okay, don't worry about how disgusting that hand is. We're going to come back to it later. Oh, Spirit. Let's have a look. Anyway, Mikey, I've been making an effort to develop my own hybridization of the art styles of Bruce Timm and Disney. Oh, dude, I'm going to have a look at your... I'm going to open up Discord. I'm going to go make a cup of tea, in fact, right now. We're going to have a little tea break, everyone. I'm going to go check Discord for your artwork. And then we're going to vibe. Is this centerline center enough? I hope so. America is hell on earth from what I hear. We had some college teachers visiting the South States. They came back traumatized, talking about all the cults and the insane beliefs. Oh, Jesus. I only get my worldly news now from what people repost on Twitter, so I have actual no idea what's going on. But I know that everybody hates everything. Which is great, that suits my energy. She's done a snoo song. You can't have a serious song about this now. Post Futurama. My Danish teacher was invited into a church. Everybody had plastic surgery, blonde hair. And we're talking casually about the world ending. Good times. Well, end of times. Okay, what about you guys? Death by sex? Or dying quietly in your sleep? I think I'd still go for a peacefully in my sleep kind of vibe. Dying in my sleep? Yeah. peacefully drifting off is kind of my vibe. The main difficulty with the hey blind lurker, how you doing, man? Long time no see. The main difficulty with hybridization effort is there's no good single sources for design. Oh yes, so yeah, Spirit. I mean, like, I'm gonna look at your thing in a minute, but like you touch on a great lament, which is the way that I like to draw, or no, the way that I want to draw in my head is that there's two different art styles I really like, and they have no middle ground whatsoever. So what I end up doing is this slightly more boilerplate stuff, even though what I want to do is like take months away from doing anything other than just studying like a completely different thing. But as an illustrator, you only ever like the stuff that you're not doing. The stuff that other people do, or the styles that other people are fostering. That's what interests you. There's nothing worse than what you're actually doing. In the world of artwork, there's nothing more boring and more off-putting than what you're currently doing. It's not that bad, it's not that bad. Hey, yo, should we go for a cup of tea? Guys, let's have a little tea break. Let's stop this recording. I'm going to go for a tea. It'll be a couple of minutes. Let's all have a stretch. And then I'll go check Discord.
Very cool, way to go.
Our Mikey daddy be bringing a truckload of milk cartons of milk this time around since he has been gone for a real minute. How are you, Michael?
Oh, no, real.
You
I've
good?
just put my headphones back on. Hey, thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. I've been doing a bit of gardening, but I'm now sick of gardening. So I'm back to live. Now I like live streaming again. Nice to see you, man. How's life treating you, dude? I'm just about to go for a cup of tea, so we're taking a 2-minute break. I will be back. Thank you very much for the 55 months. Also, really randomly, Nisite Hentai, I do actually have a big beard right now, and I am going to trim it before next week when I put the cam back on. Ew. Damn, it's warm in here compared to the rest of the house. Mikey forgot to garden his face. His pube. Hey! Alright. 1 minute. Let me just sort my tea. Oh, yo, blind lurker! Thank you very much for coffee tax. What would you like for breakfast? Coffee and on? Yes, please. That's coffee and on, the former head of UN.
Very cool, way to go.
Thank you very much,
Coffee
dude.
tax.
Thank you very much for the wonderful 5 months. Spirit, you got no sugar for tea. I cut sugar out of my tea years and years ago, decades ago. Not because I was worried about too much sweet stuff, but just because one day I'd run out of sugar and I wasn't enjoying my tea as much without it. And I didn't like that it was just an extra thing to remove me from the pleasure of tea. So I just got used to tea without it so that I didn't, have another weakness. I'd recommend it. Oh, you're in a sugar drought. Oh, wow. Take a sip. I will in a minute, Naru. It's a bit hot right now. Hey, Jay Wen. How's the day going? Mikey, I saw Lucy from Edgerunners' piece on an art piece is real. But I don't remember when you drew it. Oh, shit! I never uploaded it to Discord. Yes, Naru, thank you for saying. Thank you very much for reminding me. Yeah, guys, I'm going to put Lucy... Lucy from Edgerunners up in Discord. Absolutely. Yeah, I drew her offline, dude. I drew her whilst I was playing Spider-Man 2. Whoa. Yeah, I'm opening it right now. I'm just going to turn this off because I have no idea which window Discord's going to open up in, and I'm terrified it'll open up in the middle of a private chat or some shit. So 1 sec. Oh, you've been off sugar for 24 hours. Oh, did it make you feel a bit fucked? What's my Discord again? Oh no, I got it. General art safe for work, right? Oh, there's loads of good stuff in here. Oh yeah, by the way, don't worry, it's not on this monitor. I'll turn this back on. Yo, Suture's done a Dragon Ball one. Or Dragon Ball character. I don't recognize it. It's Dragon Ball with tits. Doodle Death's doing curvy hotties. Lines is doing handsome boys. Someone whose name is just R? I think it's cutting off people's names. One of you's doing tattoo art. Prab's doing big-titted amazing hotties. Prab's art's too good. We need to get rid of him. Naru's done a God of War piece that's absolutely fucking banging. Jen's done a hottie character build. Oh, Spirit, here we go. Oh, Spirit, I get it. So you're trying to mix up, how to put it, but like, there's, so not quite in Disney, but in other art styles, where the legs have almost a consistent chunkiness all the way down to the tips of the toes. You're kind of bringing that in, but you're throwing some hips on there. Oh shit, okay, I see it. Oh, fascinating. Alright, let's close that. Discord always beeps. And it drives me nuts. So I have to make sure I close it after I go in. Bruce Timm's style lent itself both ways very well. I love chunky legs. Yeah, it was nice. Wow, Mikey, how can you do this for a living and people don't have more knowledge than you? Wait, what? Is Kadu, yeah. Yeah, Edgerunners. Is Kadu, we're not allowed to talk about what happens to her in the anime. We're only remembering the good stuff so that we don't cry. Dustlocked. I didn't 100% understand that sentence. I'm really sorry. What's my Discord again? Well, ain't that fucking ominous? Alright, alright. I know what my Discord is. It's mikeymegamega. It's mikeymegamega. I hear she gets pounded to death. Not at all. They all live happily ever after. The lady with the ninja face goes, "Hey, I'm a bad guy," and they all go, "Well, please leave the gang," and she leaves. And the really big guy seeks psychological and medical help, and then they all hold hands and live happily ever after. How can you not know simple streaming things when you stream for a living? Oh. And others who don't fix your shit in seconds. Oh, number one, dude, I do not stream for a living. I really like streaming. I enjoy it greatly. But it is not my job. If it was my job, I would hate it. I would actually hate doing it. Yeah, I struggle for a living. The reason why I stream is so that you guys can help me do stuff and remind me about things. No, people who actually stream for a living have my utmost respect. Because it's very, very tough. And I'm not looking for a tough challenge. I just stream as much as I like. And not worry about it. You give me camboy vibes. I'm really hot. That's unrelated. Let me just go open a window. Oh no, dude, I make YouTube videos. Film cram. Technically the mikeymegamega tutorials. Patreon. Let's see if that calls anything down. Having two computers on with 3 monitors and a drawing tablet. It's pumping off a lot of heat. A lot of BPUs. They'd love me in the Matrix. Passive income. Yeah, I still have to do work. I still have to turn up and make stuff and talk to people. But YouTube's quite passive. You'd have a successful OnlyFans. Oh, thank you very much. The only problem is it can put off sponsors. Alright, what are we drawing? What are we doing? Oh, Rebecca. Oh yeah, that was a problem. Her hair being in there versus the coat kind of flaring up. Thing is, I quite like the flare up because then we get to enjoy her hips. Well, let's turn the recording back on. Are you still planning on filming new tutorials this year? Or will it be delayed till 24? I'd love to think that I'd fit some in this year. I would love to think that I'd fit some more in this year. But, you know, don't put a gun to my head. I'd subscribe to your OnlyFans if you fisted yourself and cried whilst you did it. Oh, okay. Dusklord, do you want to take some time out of chat? That's pretty grim, mate. Let's start recording. Okay, is that a rib line or is that a bit lower? So here's the thing where she's tilted forward, but maybe instead of like I'm putting the tummy in as if like she's tilted forward at the top half, but maybe I just want her tilted forward at the waist, in which case our body line would be a bit more direct. What's the next art tutorial going to be about? Either it will finally be the difference between high kicks and vertical splits in terms of how you draw and position the hips, because that was what the last things that I was doing was heading towards with all the splits and hip stuff. Or I might just do a little warm back up with Danny and Victoria. Here's a quick look at some basic body shapes, just like everybody seems to like or did a million years ago. And here's one who's like a busty, curvy 18-year-old style character versus a slightly thicker, fuller character. Not quite MILF, because Victoria's still very tight and trim, but two different types of like voluptuous designs. Maybe just focus on the different qualities. So, something like that, maybe? Something like that. I've had requests to update all the old stuff as well if it's not 1440 or 2K. We'll see. We'll see. You gonna do a gardening live stream for some tax relief on that chainsaw? There's no way that I could do it in a way that wouldn't be shit. Like, the garden looks so shit right now. I look like a sack of shit when I'm in the garden doing gardening. I might bring it into my swords review. Different types of non-projectile weapons for the zombie apocalypse review. I could review the chainsaw in that. You know, cut a few bottles of water in half. I might do it. Oh, hey, I got a new... Talking about that, I got a new sword. I need to do a sword video for tax relief. You've just reminded me. I broke and I bought a British longsword. I was reading too much Game of Thrones. Just don't dig out the patio. Dig it all, mate. He says as if we don't show up for the scuff. I'm so glad you guys are scuff positive, because that's my entire live streaming career. Skirt 004, how you doing? Oh, Becca, my beloved! She's fine, she's fine. We've got a standing rule in here, and which is that everybody in Cyberpunk is fine. And I don't want to hear anything about them. They're all fine, and they're all getting the mental help they need. And Rebecca's just great. She's having a great time. She's on a farm. They're all on a cyber farm right now having fun. With all the other punks. I don't think this happens. This weird bump that I'm drawing in here. Not from this angle. Although the knee's turned in, so it does throw the hip out. Hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. Wait, so nobody's watched Loki? What are you guys watching then? What can I talk to you guys about? Does anybody watch The Killer? The David Fincher one? I watched House of the Dragon. Ooh, okay. I've only watched the first episode of that, but I'm going to be rewatching that over Christmas. Okay, I'm going to come back to you on House of the Dragon. First episode was fine. Have you seen anything about Blue Eye Samurai? No. Is that an anime? Star Trek Lower Decks? No, that's the kind of comedy one, right? Is that any good? Oh, hello, Michael. How you doing, man? Nice to see you, bro. Mr. T-Sauce. Michael, what are you watching at the moment? Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. But Nathan will probably just say it's shit. Yeah, he hates everything. I enjoy it for the juxtaposition. Do you know what? I haven't heard anybody naysay it. It's set after TNG, right? When Riker is flying around with Deanna. He's the captain of what is it, the Stargazer or something? But they're just like, they just do cameos. They're not, it's not set on their ship. It's on one of those like slightly derpier looking Starfleet ships. Not to hate on Starfleet, but you know the ones I mean. I've been watching Severance. Oh, Michael, finally. Michael! God, Jesus Christ, I forgot that show even existed. Oh, man. Episode 3 of Severance. Okay. What do you think so far, dude? I'm not sure how I'm... Am I bringing his jacket up or down or what? No, I don't think there's a season 2. I watched, I got into Severance, I think at the start of this year or something, or late last year, and it was the only thing I could think about for months. I couldn't get my mind off of it. I think it's great. Episode 1 really got my attention with all the confusion. Yep. Yep. Yeah, dude, keep me updated as you make your way through. I'm gonna have to bring this jacket down, aren't I? Look at these bright, young, confident lines I was throwing up here for a big jacket vibe. Not happening. Let's go back down here. I don't want to do any of the things that these songs have been suggesting. I think Kim Petras is for young people. Alright, let's come back to that in a minute then. I'm having a bit of a mind block with that jacket shape. Wait, I don't want to group. I'm trying to ungroup this. Dink STV, how you doing? Welcome on in. Crab, I will take a sip. Thank you. You're watching The Youth. I look forward to your review. Oh no, you're talking to Michael. I want to recommend Supernatural. Naru, is Supernatural the one with the witches that everybody started watching after Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I don't know if I'm emotionally able to get into that. I'm kind of Buffy till I die. Do you know what you've just reminded me of, though? Talk about supernatural things. Did anybody used to watch a TV show called Fringe? Fringe was like almost like watching the X-Files again. It was so weird. Oh, is that Charmed? Oh, Crouton Commander, welcome back, dude. Nice to see you. How you doing? Yeah, it's really, like, honestly, I want to talk about Severance a lot right now. But because Michael's on episode 3, it's like, okay, right, well, I'm not saying anything. Didn't Fringe get, like, 1 season? I think it got 3, at least. I don't know if it got 4, but it got 3 seasons. I remember binging it really hard. Like, I remember it being, like, weirdly incomplete or something. It's got the boy from Dawson's Creek. Fringe. No, Fringe Spirit. Don't be edgy. Hey, Susano. Hey, nice to see you. Oh, it's lovely seeing all these classic faces again. Oh, was it 5? Did you ever see Sanctuary? 5 Oh, maybe that's why it felt like it was really incomplete for me. Maybe I just stopped at a certain season. Sanctuary? No, let me Google that. There's another season of Jack Reacher coming out soon on Amazon. Sanctuary series. Wait, this has been running for ages? I've never heard of this. Small town name sanctuary. Or is this like a psychological kind of thing where you learn more and more about the people who live in the town? Wait, this isn't the one where a criminal replaces the sheriff, is it? Oh, it's one of those shows where they're all standing, wearing jackets, staring at the camera. Okay. Oh, wrong show. Wrong show. That's Banshee. Oh, what's Sanctuary then? Mikey, how did you make Lucy's clothes transparent? Crab, step 1, have a filthy mind. Step 2, change your layer settings. Duplicate, make it a solid black color. Duplicate it. Lower the opacity on both copies down to like 15%. Make one of them a multiply layer. Make the other one a linear burn layer. And then loads of hard plasticky white highlights. Oh, it's in the same vein as Fang. Fringe. Wait, Sanctuary. Okay. I'm seeing a version which is Japanese and a version which is a show about a kid dying in a small town or something. Okay. But it's got Fringe-esque vibes. Okay. Was Leonard Nimoy in Fringe at some point? I don't know if I'm having like false memories. Okay, let's just make the jacket come down here. And then we'll just bring it all the way around like this, like it was before. That just solves all our problems. Wow, my attitude towards this whole album has been a mix of... Wait, is this even the same? Oh, we're listening to something completely different now. We're not even listening to the album. It's on Spotify. I was going to say, it's a mixture of This Music's Too Young For Me, mixed with, oh, I really like this song. This is Grimes. It's a female lead from Stargate's solo show. Guys, we got the female lead from that. Which one's that? Is that Stargate Atlantis? Or is there another series called Stargate Solo? Where they pretty much had every American sci-fi actor guest star at some point. Oh shit. Don't forget to put Lucy on Discord. Oh yes. Thank you for the reminder. I actually really must do that. Thank you. No sé qué nombre pone ya salutu. Yo, salve, amigo. I'm using Photoshop at the moment.
Grin.
El Photoshopo. I'm under tapping. One sec. Oh, from Stargate 1. Oh yeah, I know who you mean. The blonde lady, right? Shoulder length blonde hair? Yeah. When she was in Stargate, or about that age, she very briefly, ever so slightly, looked like a young Kim Cattrall. Yeah. It's so wild seeing actresses from the 90s that I've grown up with, and then when I Google them now, they're all like silver foxes, and I'm just like, wow, I'm attracted to grannies now. These nanas are really hot. In fact, literally a nana. Is it Nana Visitor? I googled her the other day from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. The lady who's Major Kira, the Bajoran. She's still got short hair like in the show, but she's all silver. And it's like, damn, she's got it. She's got it going on. Mikey wants nannies. It's not my hot. It's not, honestly, it's not my fault. They get hotter every year. Yeah, okay. Well, hey, look. Well, the thing is like, so I'm interested in hearing what shows you've got, and like, please don't get your hopes up. But I'm gonna start watching any of your recommendations anytime soon. And I only say that because like I have to start watching films for film cram. Like I don't like the time spent enjoying a TV show. I actually am obliged to spend it writing scripts. So I want to hear about it definitely, but I can't make any promises. I'm going to check it out anytime soon. Like, I actually, even though it's a pleasure, I have to start watching the Mission Impossible movies. I want to do the entire Mission Impossible series crammed in time for Dead Reckoning Part 2. But the problem is, it means that I have to watch Mission Impossible 2. And as I was talking about it earlier, you might be able to tell that I find that film a bit difficult to sit down and sit all the way through without squirming in my seat. Even though the others are all pretty much bangers. Mission Impossible 2 is like it's a big price to pay. Okay, in terms of the basic idea of how we're filling up the page, we're almost there. We just need to move the hair around a bit more. They're like fine wine, they are. Okay, actually, Michael T. Sauce. Don't judge me too much, but in Severance, the lady in Severance with the silver hair, she'd get it. She does it. Like, obviously, she's, in terms of her character's a bit untrustworthy. But, like, yeah, that's Silver Fox territory now. Mission Impossible 2 is your favourite? Oh, really? Dude, if you're not joking, I want to hear why. I'm not judging at all. But I'd love to know why that one's your favourite. Should I make the hair come out a bit more? Problem is like the elbow's already coming out, and I like how it sticks past the profile line. I can make it come out here, I guess. It was my first ever one. The bike scene and the music I enjoy greatly. Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely some of the strongest parts. We were talking about it earlier. The music's absolutely banging. It's completely dated. But I can't say it's not like very much exactly what it needed to be. Limp Bizkit, Tom Cruise. Motorcycle Kung Fu Ballet. Oh, why do I recognize this? Is this from something really popular? I thought the fighting was good too atop the rock climbing scene. Yeah, Crouton Commander, to be completely honest, everything that you're citing as being why you like that film is the best parts of that film. For sure. Oh, it's yeah, okay, it's the KDA League of Legends song. Yeah. Hmm. So KDA, now I'm sorry for a dumb question, but KDA are basically like a Korean version of the Gorillas, in that they're existing artists who are working together for a virtual band. But most of these people are also making their own music under their own labels. Tom Cruise likes climbing things. Yeah, he climbed his way into my heart. Pretty much. Ugh! No pixels. Okay, let's save. So there's basically two ways to take this. We either do another pass with some clean line art, or we jump into some shading and clipping masks and try to paint our way out. I might try. I haven't painted my way out of anything in a million years. Let's have a really quick play with a multiply layer and see how we feel about it. Only has to be rough. Well, this is kind of a kind of a banger. Their Pentakill album, Riot, they've got several virtual bands. Pentakill. Have you ever made a film cram about the Matrix movie? No, I haven't done any of the Matrices. Maybe one day. The problem is like what I actually want to do is just film cram films I like from the past to make them, even if only in recap form, to spur the interest of a new generation, like Coca-Cola. But what I have to film cram is whatever's coming out soon, if that makes sense. For the trends. Like, you know, when season 2 of what's the one of the zombies? When season 2 of The Last of Us comes out, I'll have to do season 1, all that sort of stuff. Pedro Pascal for Doctor. Who's the really smart doctor in the Fantastic Four? Dr. Foursome. I don't know if that's a bit too much Pedro. I'm a big pro Pedro guy. Mr. Fantastic. But I don't know if I want to see him as Mr. Fantastic. Film Crown Barbie. Oh yeah. It's only good. Is the Barbie movie basically... Is it a really similar premise to the Lego movie? Like, the Barbie movie's not set in a Barbie reality. It's set in our reality. Experienced through the eyes of a Barbie. Like Toy Story. Kind of jaded with movies. I want to see the creator. I haven't been able to get to a theatre. The creator is visually lots of fun, but honestly, if you can watch a HD copy at home, that's just as fine. The creator is not bad. It's just not breaking any new ground or anything. It's perfectly what you expect it to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a little bit meandering in the middle. And they don't really know what to do with characters after they've progressed the story. But it's not bad. Did you finish Cyberpunk? Element faster. No, I've held off. We're gonna play more of that over Christmas. Now that I've got a banging PC to actually play it well on high graphics. Yeah, we're gonna be vibing back into that soonish. Soonish. Looking forward to that very much. Oh, and Baldur's Gate. Oh, yeah. And that. Ah, Baldur's Gate's well good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. Okay, guys, can you tell me for realsies? Because I genuinely can't tell if it was a meme or if it was real. Did the RoboCop game turn out to actually be quite a good RoboCop game? Because I've seen a lot of titles for YouTube videos that I've not clicked on. And I honestly can't tell if they're taking a piss. It turned out it's really good. Really? Wow. Oh, wow. Hey, that's good news. That's good news because I was one of the naysayers. I was naysaying hard. Oh, shit. I'm glad. Because she's leaning forward, I'm not sure if I'm going to have to just shadow out the whole of her body, actually. Oh shit, yeah, maybe actually. One sec. No, why do you think so? I've gotten so bored of Baldur's Gate. I went through something I was massively excited for. So people wouldn't shut up about it and being horny over it, and I'm sick and I don't want to play it. Oh, really? Oh, maybe I was lucky then. I was playing it at a relatively slow pace. And I'd only gotten to the end of chapter 1 by the time people were in their second playthrough. And then I completely, like, other than seeing people be horny for Astarion on Twitter, I haven't had any, like, dealings with it in the media. So no, I'm still keen. Like, I'm onto like a really good thing with my double barbarian setup, and I've got like a few cool like gauntlets and things on my axe to make both the barbarians work really well together. And I'm looking forward to playing more of the game to see how effective they are through the game. So I'm hungry for it for sure. Probably not going to finish it, but Mario 64 is really good. Hey, that's for the Mario phone. I've got most of the Mario games on the Switch. But then somebody the other day told me not to unwrap them because not all of them are available now, and apparently they're going up in price. But I don't know how true that is. But yeah, I've got like the Mario retro set, including Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. So we'll play that one day. One day. That'll probably be after the Assassin's Creed marathon, and the Final Fantasy marathon, and the Metal Gear marathon, and the Resident Evil marathon. But, you know, you guys are long-term viewers. You're going to be watching my stream well into your retirement from your retirement homes. I mean, I'll be streaming from the room next door to yours. I love stump removal simulator. Fuck off. Fuck off. Time yourself out, mate. I don't need that energy. We don't talk about that stuff around here. Positive and stump free, thank you. No Metroid marathon. Oh god. So you Metroid people and you Castlevania people. And who is it who's been playing all the Mega Man games? I think that was Fire King. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to let any of you guys down. But like, I'm not 100, like, I want to play the best of the games in your favorite franchises. But I don't know if I really have it in me to play all of them. Do you know what I mean? I'm not that interested in playing a game that I might not love just for the sake of saying I've done all of them. I'd rather be happy. Be happy. Man, I like this. We've been listening to some really good tunes, actually. I didn't realize so much modern music was actually enjoyable. I've kind of avoided it. As long as you play near. Oh, yeah. I did talk about playing near and other anime stuff on Kick. But now that Twitch allows dual streaming, I'll probably just play it here and also live stream it on YouTube. Nothing against Kick. And we'll still do extra naughty stuff on Kick, but like, I don't know, the steam's gone out of my wings to push Kick really hard. We did it for a bit as an experiment, and I liked it. So it's not like it's a no, but there's enough platforms. I'm barely doing enough as it is. I've got nothing invested. Is there a Metroid game that's considered bad? No, Fenrir. Not from my perspective. I wasn't trying to make that assuasion. Hey 909, how you doing, man? Why would you play Nier on Kick? I think because we were going to do Kick so that it was full of a more... Like, any spicier artwork I do, you can do on Kick that I can't do here. So then I was like, okay, why don't we do all the kind of weeby anime games? Probably annoyed a big long-term Nier fan now. On Kick as well. So, like, it was Kick was where I was playing Nikkei and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I'm not going to do that now. We'll stick to the good stuff here. The problem is I was going to do it ages ago, and now we're moving into next year. I actually need to start working on all those Megaverse projects that I wanted to do. I've now run out of the free time to kind of experiment and DOS. And now I need to actually get producing. It's not the worst thing. Should I have given her like that massive fucking shotgun? Tucked like under here or some shit. It's a bit late now. Oh, and DWM 150. I don't know if I'll dual stream that. I'll probably make that YouTube only. I'm sure like it's not going to be as popular as DWM 100 because like I haven't been making content on YouTube anymore. So there'll be a smaller crowd. But when we did DWM 100 on YouTube, there was like 1,500 people in chat at one point. It was very, very busy. I wouldn't be able to manage two platforms at the same time. Will there be new tutorials on YouTube? Yes. Decent Pipe, please. There will be. Hopefully a little sooner than later. But I've had a massive break from it, and I've got to like work out how to even make those tutorials again. But I do have a massive to-do list of tutorials. So yeah. They've not gone away. Yeah, when is the question? Oh, I'm not clicking on that, Spirit. I'm not clicking that. We need a clip channel on Discord. Yeah, maybe. I think there's you should put that in the suggestions box. Click it. All right, one sec. I'll have to click it from my manager, you see. One sec. I love stump removal simulator. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Time yourself out, mate. I don't need that energy. We don't talk about that stuff around here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I really missed Draw of Mikey. Whatever happened to it? Dream P. In a nutshell, it's two things together. One sec. Let me put the music back on and explain it. Metrics and desire. I used to do the Draw of Mikey so that I had a connection with my YouTube audience, so that I could, like, you know, actually read chat and see what was going on with you guys. And so I did that every week. But the thing is, then I started live streaming on Twitch, and I had a much more direct connection with you guys live, because you come into chat and we just talk here. So I started to feel satisfied, or like that particular itch was getting scratched thanks to live streaming. Because I'm like, okay, we've got a community here now, whilst I was still making content on YouTube. But then also, because it performed less well than the tutorials, the less I did Draw of Mikey and the more I did drawing tutorials, the better my channel performed. So that was another thing that made me say, okay, instead of doing Draw of Mikey every week, maybe I'll do it once a month. And the only reason why I haven't been doing it once a month is because the next Draw of Mikey is DWM 150, which has to be live with giveaways. And we can't do that until I've started making tutorials and content again on YouTube regularly enough to have an audience that would turn up for it. So it's a mixture of those two. we satisfied Mikey. No, not like that. Come on. Oh yeah, Eva's the queen of clips. And clips, commands, and quotes. Her specialities. Her eyes are kind of weirdly dark. Okay, I guess we could drop like a color splash on this and see what happens. So let's do that next time. Guys, thank you very much for joining me this evening. We've gone as far as maybe we do have an idea for what we're actually going to paint. So we've done our sketching and our very basic lines and a very basic light source. And then what I'll do is next time we do an art live stream, we'll drop some color tones on top. And then try to see if we can kind of, for better or for worse, maybe just render and paint our way out of it. Instead of going for super clean lines, we'll kind of like put that all on as we go. Okay, so far, we'll say that that's progress. Can someone give me an uptime? How long have I been streaming? I mean, mostly it's catching up with you lovely people. That's why I'm here. That's why we went live, is so that I could see your lovely faces again. Do a no-cam art stream so that I didn't have any pressure and I didn't have to worry about also kind of like macking to camera so that I could kind of focus on the drawing, because we do need to get the drawings done. But also as a kind of gentle introduction to streaming again, so that we can get back into the streaming vibe and be live together and hold hands all the way through Christmas. So lots of fun, lots of things to look forward to. I don't know if we're going to be live tomorrow. I do need to work on that Lego, and I do want to play a load of movies. So we might be on, but just a heads up, it might be another no-cam art stream, just so that we make more progress on Rebecca. Meek Fabby, hello, hello, first time coming into a Mikey art stream. Lovely to have you, dude. We have just finished. I'm so sorry. Hope you've been having a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate, or weekend. Dude, we'll probably be on tomorrow. Come hang again. The pussy magnet potion finally worked, but only works on get Jesus spirit. Hand holding. We're all holding hands and saying kumbaya. He finally went bald, so he's hiding it. I wear a beanie. I could be bald right now, and you would never know. I still have my terrible haircut though. I never actually got my hair cut at the back, and got like a. Basically, I need a short back and sides. I think I'd look much better, but I'm so used to having long hair, I never got round to it. Oh fuck, that reminds me, I need to get my glasses. I need to go to my opticians. Don't hold hands, that's lewd. Ooh. 3 hours 20. Okay, 3 hours is not bad for getting a piece vaguely where you want it. Normally if I'm doing a painty render method, after 3 hours I'd actually have this level of sketching done with really rough, horrible color, just so that I genuinely knew what the piece was going to look like by the end, even without it being rendered. But it's been a while since we've done the old painty renders. Gay Pirate, thank you so much for the 28 months. Yo, happy weekend, Gay Pirate. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Thank you very much for that resub. Happy Saturday, you lovely people. Keep an eye out. I will hopefully pop online tomorrow. No promises. Also, don't know what I'm doing. It would possibly be Lego. Or this. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Very cool way to go.
But I will see you a lot more next week. And I'll be streaming fairly regularly throughout the Christmas window. Now that I've had a lovely bit of time off to just enjoy to myself without plugging in online, I've now got my Steam back. We can do loads of online stuff.
In with them.
Ooh.
He's studying us.
Oh, guys, we said the magic words. We said the magic words of that's the end of stream. And you can't say that live on Twitch because that makes people rage you. Helena! Yo, Helena, how you doing? Lovely to see you. Welcome, Raiders. Deathly, Tempest Brewer, Helena. Hi, guys. How are you? Helena, salve, salve, amiga. Tudo bem. What have you been up to? Guys, go follow Helena. She's an excellent illustrator. Gorgeous human being. She makes really, really cute stuff. Welcome, Online Raiders. I hope you've been having a lovely time over on Helena's side. I'm assuming you were doing an art stream, or were you playing some video games? We are doing... It's my first stream back in a really, really long time. I was just explaining to everybody, but I've been offline doing gardening. But I'm sick of gardening now, so I'm back into streaming. And I'm going to be streaming more over next week, but just so that I could get back into the vibe of, like, you know, oh, how do you stream and do I like it and stuff. I did a no cam stream so we could focus on getting a rough idea out for a character illustration and focus on catching up with you lovely people in chat. So I will be on more next week, back with the camera on and doing stuff. Touched grass. Yeah, Helena, I'm not going to talk about the tree stumps anymore because I was getting really angry. But I've been cutting back stuff in the garden. I'm trying to get ready for a massive bonfire and taking everything down. So I hope you had a lovely time. Helena, I want to come give you a raid soon and come hang out with you now that I'm turning on Twitch. I haven't even been on the platform. I've been completely away. It's been so lovely. But I need to start hanging out again on the old internets. Oh, you had a bonfire in October. Oh, yeah, but you sacrificed a man because you're a bit like those ladies from Suspiria. I know about you, Helena. You got yourself, what was it? You were getting really chatty with someone in your chat, weren't you? And you were like, hey, come visit sometime. Don't tell your loved ones or parents. And then you were just like, oh, big bonfire. You're like, do you know who you're like, Helena? Who's that girl from that film where they go to Sweden and then they all get murdered? Helena's like that girl. The one with the flowers in her hair. Wait, what the hell is that movie called? It's the lady from Black Widow who's not Black Widow. Yeah, Midsummer. Slurf's got it. That's based on Helena and her October rituals. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for popping in. Let's go do a cheeky raid and say hello to someone else. And I will see you up in the upcoming week. It's lovely to be back streaming again. It's always like one of those things where you're just like, oh my god, I can't remember how to use OBS. I literally, if you don't stream for more than 5 days, you genuinely forget what the buttons are. Now, how do I find streamers? Go to Twitch. Yes, one sec. I'm just fiddling on another screen. Mute Twitch. Scroll Twitch. Oh, Dizzy's on. What's she doing? Snowmarite's on. What's she doing? One sec. Oh, all right.
Predictions result is not.
Ooh, she's been doing a digital wolf. Yeah, let's go raid Snowmarite. We haven't raided Snow in a while. Another very cool illustrator. She's doing some gorgeous animal artwork. /raid. Does that work? Okay, guys, I'm going to take all of you lovely people and I'm going to jump you into somebody else's art stream. Thank you very much for hanging out. I will see you possibly tomorrow, probably just over next week. But again, I will be streaming through most of Christmas and New Year's now that I've had my lovely break, and I will be complaining about everything, so come join along. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on all the things that make me moan. And that's a bad time for everyone. And then we need to build up a whole load of other stuff, and you guys can keep asking me about drawing tutorials, and that will help motivate me to finally do them. Okay, guys, much love. Helena, you're an absolute star. It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for that raid. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. And if any of you guys are still playing Tekken, Dragon Ball FighterZ, or specifically Apex Legends, if anyone's still Apexing, let me know, because I've turned it back on again. I've reopened my account. All right, much love. Peace. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hey, here we go.